Welcome into the space of presence, into the space of being. Welcoming into this allowance of yourself, expressing through your heart. There is a sense today as we allow the heart to come forward. There's a feeling of trepidation, almost anxiety within the space. And it feels to us as if there is a visitor at your door, one who has come often, that you are familiar with. And yet this time, they are bringing something more. And you can sense this. This is what is causing these feelings of trepidation. There is more being brought forth through you than ever before. Moving forward, this truth of who you are through your expression cannot help but hold into more light density. So more substance of truth. And this can feel uncomfortable and painful and scary if we are not used to allowing our truth to flow from us. We can see it as if the light is coming into all of these darkened corners of the self, all of the secrets, all that has been withheld can no longer hide in the shadows of your being. This light of truth is here now at the doorway of your heart. Let us rejoice to receive this light. For it means that no longer do we need to hide. No longer do we need to suppress. Oftentimes we look at this as if revealment will bring fear, as if it is something awful that is being exposed. And yet, if we think back to how we have had to live our lives since childhood, shutting out what we knew to be true, closing down our truth, dimming our light, dimming our experience of life for the sake of those around us. If we understood what this is really doing, how it is truly occurring here, we might be rejoicing in this moment. Let us bring ourselves back to the experience in our childhood. Rather than feeling that we had to choke back our tears or to stifle our joy, now it is welcomed. Now it is encouraged. Now it must be so that this expression flows freely and fully through yourself. And so it feels to be an untraining of the body responses to our conditioned behaviors of suppression of ourselves. Do not see this as something that you are incapable of achieving. Rather, this is something that comes naturally to you. Allow your body to remember how it was when it was younger, when it wanted to express this way. Breathing deeply into the belly, allowing the breath of the light to reach down deep into these spaces and places of containment. Feeling this rebirth of your heart, of your true expression. As you breathe in, feel this breath reaching into all the spaces, into all the tightness and restraint that you have held all of these years, all of this time. The great suppression has come to an end. And so we should not try to experience this as a time of fear. But rather the moment in which we can rebirth through our original expression. And we know this expression, for it is similar to when we were children, before we were conditioned. Continue to breathe in all the way into the womb space, into these pelvic bones, into the hips, into the joints. Releasing the lockdown. Releasing the fear mechanisms. That we put in place to protect ourselves. You are here and you are now in this moment, as you always have been. It is only now that you are free to fully experience through your physicality, what this actually feels to be. So much of this journey we have been told we need to change, we need to fix, we need to heal. We need to rebirth, and yet the truth of who we are has always been inside. Now we are simply reversing out all that we have placed upon ourselves, all that has been placed upon us, in order to recover the expression of who we are. This is not something new. This is not something that is unfamiliar to us. This is not something we do not know how to do. You may want to take a few moments here now. Just allow your body to stretch and move through your base, your hips and your legs, this foundation of light that is coming in to support your full expression. Breathing, releasing, breathing, allowing, in these moments now, it is more beneficial to focus on allowing your expression to flow up from the depths within you, rather than focusing on the idea that there are blocks or that there is distortion. For this tightens, this restricts, this puts us back into this gate of disempowerment. We no longer need to reside there. Breathe into your root, into your base. With every breath, pulling up the light that already exists within, and connecting to the light of the breath, which is coming in. Combining, receiving, allowing this process of connection and unfoldment to be within your physical body now. Continue to stretch and move to allow the breath and the light to reach the way down into your legs, beyond these hip joints. Swirling and building to bring the light of your full expression to the forefront. We are beyond the gates of what has been this hell experience and the physicality. We no longer have to route our light through the control of the body form. We are free to pass, free to roam, free to be this full expression. Releasing out those tones of condemnation and suppression. They are not you. They are not your truth. They are the truth of others that have placed that within you. Release this now, sending this back to where it came from. Self-replenishment through the light. Self-actualization through the light. There is nothing to learn as much as to see and know what is within that needs to be released, that no longer serves from the past. That was never a part of you to begin with. Do not fall victim to false claims of light truth. It is all held within. Allowing this to release out through these horizontal planes. Returning to sender. Thank you, but no thank you. Anymore, any longer. No longer can we stifle, no longer can we suppress, to serve another's agenda. Feeling this truth in the heart, through the back of the neck. Releasing through the top of the head. Allowing this familiar visitor through your heart space to be welcomed in. Welcoming in your truth. Greeting your truth with a smile, with an embrace, with a shake of the head. Why have I always been afraid of you, my truth, my light? Enter in now to this space of being. Enter in now that we may sit by the light of the fire. Remembering, recalling, recombining this truth through our physical expression of the body. Of the mind, of the essence. Breathing in deeply, allowing the alchemical remembrance. We wish upon you much joy and many blessings. Namaste.